Yeah.
All right. So let's go live before it gets too late.
Okay.
All right. Doink.
Doink.
Wouldn't be a Quagmire if I didn't
Doink.
say doink when it came on, right, Mr. Tolley?
I guess.
Doink or dork?
Doink, dork.
Well, either
Same
one,
thing.
I guess they both fit, don't they?
Same thing. You know what I mean? Hey, everybody. Good evening. It's a Friday night Quagmire, and I know. I said we're gonna start at 10, and we didn't. And shit happens, and I know that there's gonna be two young ladies gonna be up my ass tomorrow night saying, "Oh, you started late." So, because I'm always the first one to pick on people for starting late. That's me. Sorry. That was me with the feedback if it came through. Sorry about that. So, for now, and I mean for now because I don't know, I must have invited like freaking 12 people anyways. But tonight we have, Jay, I think this is your first time. Is this your first time being on the Quagmire?
It's the second.
That's right,
one.
second time. So everybody say hi to Jay Craig Campbell. You guys all know him, but say hi to him anyway. Say hi to Mr. Tolley.
Oh,
Hi, Tully.
And not that he needs an introduction, but we all know who Mr. Ohio Wolverine is. Say hi to Mr. Ohio Wolverine.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, Oily, thanks for coming on. Appreciate it. So we're going to do a rundown, and back by popular demand, Ohio's going to do the rundown for us. So it's all yours,
right.
Ohio.
I'm going back. The first one I got is Bush Brother. I don't know if that's
really?
right or not.
It's who's after him? Like the first name
Gear
after
Gryden.
Gear. Jay.
The clown himself.
First one was no. I can go. All right, hang on. Is it? Do you have Bush Brother and then me saying back guys?
No.
All right, so it actually went. Gear Gryden was the first one. Jay Watterson, 69. Big Baby Zip. Todd Mitch. Bush Brother. And you can go from there.
Okay. J. Greg Campbell, who's in here with us. Let's roll it. Stump bet.
Lady Stump is out there?
Yes, sir.
Well, howdy do to Lady Stump.
Let's see. Dish Outdoors. Dish. Okay. Who else do we got here? Man, my computer is rolling slow, guys, so bear with me here. Todd Mitch. The Oily Prepper. Hey, Oily. And Frank, is that Frank L or Frank I?
Frankie I.
Frankie I. Frank I.
Looks like an I to me anyway.
And that's all I have. If I missed anybody, sorry about that.
You only missed one.
Who did I miss?
Stump.
Oh, is Stump out there?
Yeah, he was. He's listening with Stump. He's trying to find a way in here. If you can do me a favor, dude. You have him on your Facebook?
Yeah.
Can you send him a link via Facebook? Stumpette, I know you're still listening. I can't send it via Facebook because I'm on Chrome, and I don't have my password for Facebook. So Ohio's going to send it to Stump via Facebook.
But I'm on my phone though, Mike.
Oh, you can't send it to him.
No.
Damn.
And you can't send a link at all?
Not through Facebook because I'm on Chrome and I didn't save my what do you call it?
Okay, let me tell you what.
Stump, Stump, look under your hey King Coin, how are you? Stump, look under your look in your spam. Oh, here's another way of doing it, Stump, right? Stump, do you have a Gmail account for your email? You must. You're on YouTube. All right, Stump, go to your email, right? And when your email opens up, right, on the left-hand side, it'll have like, freaking your inbox and all that stuff, right? Your trash, yada, 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 spam, yada, yada, yada. Go down the bottom of the page. Don't scroll. Just go down there with your eyes. And then it'll say
Hang on, Mike.
online, and then it'll say Quagmire, and my name will be there, Ohio's name will be there. Everybody that I invited will be there. Just click on it. There'll be a green little video box. Click on it, and then it'll say join the chat, and then just click join the chat. Sorry for burping in your ears. I apologize. Because that's how I get into the chats. What's that?
That Mountain Dew will do it every time.
Yeah, I love Mountain Dew. Bush brother told me to drink all the Mountain Dew and coffee I can so I don't fall asleep. I don't know why he says that. Mike, nice bass. Give me a pin numbers. What bass? Is there a fish behind me? Hey, One Hawking Hills Bushcraft. Hello, how are you? Welcome.
Hawking Hills Bushcraft. He might be down in Ohio.
Yeah, well, welcome. Nice to have you here.
That nice bass, give me your PIN number, is a tribute to Shammer's chat earlier before this chat, giving out tips on how to get information from people.
Yeah, he's... Hey, listen. Oh. I got to be kind.
Got to take Shammer with a grain of salt. I mean, literally with a grain of salt.
Salt ain't going to work, bro. Tabasco ain't going to work. Anyway.
A poop sandwich might.
Yeah. No, I just can't. I'm just not into... I mean, hey, do what you got to do, man. Get into whatever you're getting into. That's just not my thing. I'm not into the gray man concepts. I'm not knocking anybody. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm just not into that. Hey, all the power to you if you are. Hey, go for it.
Okay, let's see here.
No.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I just switched over from my phone to desktop.
Okay. You realize there's two of you in here, right?
Oh, the other one should go away. I just hung up.
Yeah, it'll go away. It'll go away. So, what's everybody up to? Anything good?
Deframing some ammo. Prepping some 5.56 cases.
Oh, are ya?
Yep.
Nice.
Because I got to do something when I'm sitting,
Right.
Okay, Mike, now what I'm going to do, since I did this, I'm able to get the link, and I will send it to Stump.
Okay.
Via
Via
Facebook.
Facebook. Stump. Ohio's going to send it via Facebook to you, so give him like a minute, because he's probably, he's kind of slow with this shit like I am, right? Right, Ohio?
Huh?
So, and then do that. Check your inbox and Facebook. Fuzz, how are you? Good to see you, brother. Fuzz T48 and Fuzzy 2U.
Yes,
doing
the
tonight?
fuzzies and the blues are multiplying here lately. I can't keep up with all the fuzzies and the blues.
Right. Yeah,
Well, I'm a mister, so it's all
Right.
good.
Yeah, because I've only ever called you Mister, I think.
You always did, Mikey.
Yep. I don't think I've ever referred
Even
to you as
before
your
I
old name.
changed it.
Answer to J. G. Campbell, Your Highness, my Lord, anything like that.
I don't answer till late for breakfast.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't answer late for any meal.
There he is. He made it. Stumper, how the hell are you? Stumper, you there, brother?
No audio stunt.
Hey, Deranged Survivor, welcome. Good to have you. And by the way, I'm new to you because I know where I got you from because I saw your comment on the New England The one that Wyndham Woodcraft and what's his name put together. So welcome. Not much is going on. We're just sitting here shooting those shit. But welcome. What the hell, Scott? Sending someone a shit sandwich. Fat man. Yeah. I hate that. Can I go back to your original name, or do you want me not to say your last name on the? All right. Let's put it this way. My southern brother. If you have
From another mother.
right, if you have that vehicle there with that little thing on the top for your Wi-Fi, man, I sent you a link. If you don't, I totally understand, man. I know you were at.
Please, Spearman, get your ass in here. I haven't seen you for so long, brother.
I'm just letting you know, bro. It's there. Hey, you guys. There's a couple of new people that just came in that new to me anyway. So here's what I want you to do, because here's what we do in this chat. All right, and you guys all know it because you all
I
been
can't
here.
go.
I
I
know
can't do it, man.
I know, Mr. Tall, you're the only one that can't. I understand.
If I was on my other computer, I could. But my wife's talking to my daughter up there. She gets a little loud.
But you guys, go check out Deranged Survival. All right, he's new to the chat tonight. I think you'll find that you'll like what he has to offer. And if you like what he has to offer, sub him up, give him a sub. I'm sure you're gonna anyway. So
I do that to everybody that subs me. I at least check out their channel. If they got stuff I want to watch, I can go sub them up.
Yep, absolutely.
You know, I've got to be the king of having. I've got people I sub to that don't have videos or nothing.
Yeah, I got those people too.
Hey,
I don't do that.
I don't care if you don't have videos, but if I see you have plenty of activity and stuff going on, I'll still sub you. That way I can keep track of, because you can actually see other people's activity. And if they watch a video of somebody that I'm not subbed to, I can see that they watched that video and they liked it, and it might be something that I might be interested in, you know?
Also, check out One Hocking Hills Bushcraft. You guys. If you
Just
scroll
subbed
up.
to both of those and just had to resub to Fat Man. I don't know if anybody else is having this problem with subs dropping off lately from YouTube.
Oh, it's been going on for 2-3 years now, man.
Every day I have to resub 2 to 4 people.
It drops me 1 or 2 at a time. It doesn't do any big ones, just 1 or 2 at a time.
Yep. And it also seems to be on the chat channels that all of us would be interested in, not like the mainstream, but kind of the fringe channels.
Exactly. In Deranged Survival, he does ending up in the woods, do anything like that. So you guys go into that, check them out, and check out the other ones. It'll be good.
All right.
Stump made it. How are you, brother?
I'm good. We got audio this time?
Yep.
You're good to
Yes,
go.
sir.
Outstanding. Yeah, Mike, I've actually got 48 hours with nothing to do. Can you believe that shit?
No
Oh
way.
my gosh.
What's the truck
Yeah.
breakdown?
No, they're expecting another damn flood, and they don't want us running scared we'll lose trucks and falling bridges.
Wow.
I was about to
So I
say,
hear
how,
there might be some jobs up that way, Stump.
So go hunt.
Yeah,
I
go
think I'm
hunting,
going
man.
to hunt, but it ain't white-tailed deer I'm going to hunt. I think I'm going to hunt the old lady in a certain room of the house.
chase her into the round room. She can't get cornered there.
Yeah, that's right.
Right. I'm going. Oh yeah, a little public announcement for all our viewers of the Quagmire. I was talking with Ohio earlier. Unless Ohio, what did you say? You don't know yet, right? So
Yeah, I don't know about Monday,
next,
but
yeah,
what
what
I
about
might
next
be-
Friday?
I might be able to host it on Friday night. I'm not
All
sure
right,
yet.
next Friday night. All right, the Quagmire, if there is going to be one. Deranged, do you talk like me? Do you say your Oz? I'm not going to be hosting it, so you guys will have to go on Ohio's. So click on Ohio's name, Ohio, write something in the thing, will you? In the chat room. So they can click on you and find you. That way they can find out You're all right. So it's going to be on Ohio's channel, not mine. Because I'm going hunting.
Oh, awesome.
Are you going to be at your cabin or whatever?
My trailer? No, I'm not going to be at my trailer in New Hampshire. I'm going north, God's country north.
Okay, so you won't even be on the. So it'll be a Michael's Quagmire then.
It's going to be a Michael's Quagmire. I'm going to be up about 5 miles in the western part of Maine, northwestern part of Maine, about 5 to 10, probably 10 miles. Well, our cabin that we're at is a little bit further than that, but we drive up in the morning, so I'm going to be about 10 miles from the border. So, yeah, unfortunately, I won't be here next Friday night. However, I'll get a hold of Tommy to make sure I don't step on Tommy's toes if he doesn't do one Monday night. But we might have a Monday edition of the Quagmire. All right.
It will probably be earlier too.
Yeah, that's going to probably be around 9ish. And I'm not going till 1 a.m. either because I gotta wake up and go to work in the morning. So, anyways, yeah, I know, Butch. It's not north. You're north. I understand. No, Derange. I'm not going with Chris. He's already up there. He's up in Andover right now. I'm going right by him. He's in Andover's here and Rangeley's here, so I'm going right by him. But anyway, so are you gonna do any hunting this year, Stump, or no? Other than your backyard?
If I get to do any, it'll probably be off the front porch.
Oh, the front porch, not the back porch. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, changing it up a little bit.
Yeah, to a degree. I mean, it's mostly just a matter of, let's say, if I have any time, because we're slated to go back to Charleston more than likely here in a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
If I do that, I'll be gone.
Going back to Charleston, you got pontoons on that truck, brother?
They do a pretty good job of keeping us routed on the high ground and trying to redirect all the rivers and streams, and somebody down there is convinced we can move an ocean. I don't know yet. It's crazy, man.
Thank you, my southern brother. I'm going to enjoy myself. Unfortunately, it's going to be a little bit warm up there during the day. Nice and cold at night. It's going to be about 23, 24 degrees at night. But it's going to be warm during the day. It's going to be about 50, 48, 47. So looks like I'll be in the thick of things, no pun intended. Well, actually, all the pun intended. But at any rate.
Hey, Mikey.
I don't know, everybody here is praying for snow tonight.
What's that, Mr. Tolley?
Everybody here is praying for snow tonight. Openers tomorrow.
Yeah, you guys open up tomorrow. I was watching Joe and Zach's channel, and he's all excited, so that's cool. You got to get into that, Mr. Tolley. You'll love it. I'm telling you.
Yeah, I would, but man,
All right, Stump,
I don't know how to do anything.
Well, it's all right. Stump, here's what we're going to do. Me, you, and Ohio have to go to Minnesota.
I'm driving.
Okay, you're driving. No problem. See, that's easy. I'll tell you, here's what we'll do. Stump, you drive to Ohio. I'll drive to Ohio. We'll park at Ohio's house. Then the three of us will drive to frickin' Minnesota, right? I mean, you know what I mean. We're all going to the same vehicle, as you suddenly say, vehicle. Listen, for anybody that's new, Deranged Survival and the other guys that are new here, I make fun of the South, okay? But it's all unjust. It's all fun. I'm not demeaning the South. I'm not doing anything. Okay?
I make fun of everybody.
Yeah, please don't take me seriously when I'm making fun of.
And on that note, you know, we give Mike hell straight back. I mean, let's face it, a man lives that far north. I'm convinced he's hiding from some major law enforcement agency or somebody hiding behind initials or some shit.
Hey, now, I resemble that remark.
Oh,
Oh,
To
I
a degree, but you actually use the letter R when you talk, unlike Mike.
Well, yeah,
Well,
that's
that's
funny.
true because I
Hey,
found
stop.
mine.
Right?
Spin number.
Yeah, but the problem where how far Tully is, they use O's on everything.
Right.
Oda.
Soda.
Yeah, a little bit.
Well, that's how they talk up in Maine too. Hey, what y'all doing up there? Oh yeah, they talk wicked funny up there. Hey,
all you
Pasta
guys-
Gorilla.
all you guys make fun of the Southerners, East Coast Southerners, and the East Coast Northerners. What the hell do you say about me behind my back? Because I'm from South Carolina originally, and now I live in Washington State. So yeah, must have been running from a lot of stuff to go all the way to the left coast and north.
Right.
You just made a wrong turn.
That's
That's
just
all.
sick to go all the way to the other coast.
Hey, Trevor Fillmore, how are ya? Hey, Gray Man Concepts, how are ya? So listen, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna drive to frickin' Minnesota. All right, task at hand. I'm gonna drive to Minnesota. The three of us. And by the time we get there, Mr. Tully's already gonna do his hunting safety course and all that crap. And then we're gonna take him hunting. Oh, do you guys
hell
have
yeah.
that shit in Minnesota?
I don't have to do no hunter safety course.
Do you have to do that? You don't have to do
No,
that shit in
I've-
Minnesota?
Man, I'm too old for that shit.
Well, I don't know. Around here you have to. If you never held a, well, no, if you've never had a hunting license, you don't have to.
Well, well, no, but it doesn't even matter about that. I get my small game license every year. But
Yeah, I don't know how that works. But anyway,
there's a cutoff year. I'm beyond the cutoff year, so I didn't have to take it.
that's all. We're still gonna take you. And besides, you people have wolves up there. I'd love to hear some wolves howling.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, I can go to sleep listening to them howling. Oh yeah.
We get the coyotes hauling a lot.
Coyotes suck.
Yeah, we have tons of
You know, it's really kind of cool to listen to them at night when we had the farm. It was really awesome. Because they'd get to singing and it'd be something else.
Yep. They yip a lot. Deranged. I don't hunt. How far north are you, Deranged? Without giving everything away, I don't want you to give away your, passcode numbers or anything like that. But yeah, but so what do you say, Stump in Ohio? We're gonna do that
Hey, I'm game.
road
Hey.
trip.
If you're paying, I'm good.
Road trip, and don't worry, I ain't gonna bang no cheetah.
What? Oh my gosh!
I'd be better off heading down to the Carolinas there to do hunting.
Come here, killer.
You guys need to come out here to Washington and hunt some elk if we can get the tags, or find some private land. You don't need the tags on private land.
Right.
You know, I got a daughter that lives in Seattle.
I got a son that lives in Seattle.
Huh?
He's single too.
Well, my daughter is not.
Well, I say he's single. He's got a girlfriend, but he's had like 5 of those in the last 2 years, so I don't really count until they past a year.
Nope, my daughter's very happily married.
Awesome.
God, I don't know how long. My grandson, I think, is 11.
Oh, I've got a 12-year-old granddaughter.
They get so old so fast it ain't even funny.
You're not kidding. Blink of an eye.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
8 grandkids, soon to be 9.
Got 7 kids and 1 grandkid so far.
Oof. I only got 5 kids, but 8, almost 9 grandkids.
Wow.
I'm holding my
Yep.
Christmas catalog right now.
Youngest daughter is pregnant again. Why are you playing with your Christmas catalog, Ohio?
Well, Yeah, looking at. I'm thinking about. They got these Maverick 88s, the security model 12 gauge, the 8-shot
Yep.
one.
Yep, nice one.
$199.
What?
Yeah.
How
Yeah.
much?
$199.
Hang on, let me.
Yeah.
I probably already missed you because I'm out in the thing. Hold that up again. I'm sorry. Harry. I was out in the chat room.
I don't know if
Let
you
me
can see.
do a little clickster on you there. Seriously? Nice,
Where's
dude.
that at?
Grab that fucking thing.
It's a shop that we have up here. They got like 3 locations. It's the Fin, Feather, and Fur.
Fin, feather, and fur.
Oh, yeah, I've heard of that.
Do they deliver? Oh, never mind. I'm sorry. I'm in Massachusetts.
Not to you.
God forbid I actually be able to have something mailed to my house.
No, but I mean, if you want to send me the cash, I can buy it for you and then mail it to you in boxes that marked auto parts.
You can do that too, right?
Send you the barrel in one box and then, the buttstock in one, the receiver in the other. You just put it together when you get it.
Saying I sent you a link.
And you'll get one package about every year and a half.
A year and a half for 2 bills? No.
So 5 years from now, you'll be able to have it again.
I'll just wrap it in bubble wrap and send it to my house. Actually, I can send it to my sister. She lives in Vermont, but then I have to drive 3 hours to go get it.
What's 3 hours?
Right. I drive
180 minutes.
to go buy a gun.
180 minutes. Come on, that's you guys even got
Hours.
impressed.
Nothing.
You're not even impressed. I had good math there, real quick too.
Is that new math with Common Core?
Yeah. Yeah, you got Deranged down there. He's down in RI and frickin'. You can hunt down there. You can hunt down there till frickin' February.
Trying to figure out if this place has any more good deals.
Yeah, I'm looking to get another gun too.
Oh,
Actually,
that one deal would be worth the whole reading through that whole magazine or catalog there just for
They
that one deal.
They got the 22 long rifle Rough Rider for $129.
I'll tell you what I do like though. I'm looking for either the 22 or 17 HMR.
Get
Ruger,
a Glenfield. Get a Marlin Model 60. Get a Marlin Model 60. It's more accurate than the 1022 without doing nothing to it.
Really?
Right, they got that.
Hell yeah.
Barrel. What's that system Marlin has? What's the barrel called?
Micro groove.
Micro groove rifling.
Yep.
You know what looked cool was Henry Repeating Firearms has that lever action 22.
Yeah.
That looks sweet.
Rossi
You
makes
know what?
it too.
Yeah, but you know what? For $600,
A Henry 22?
$600.
Yeah, they're like $289
For
here.
the Golden Boy.
The
The Golden Boy's like $400.
No, Henry Repeating Arms. I got them on Facebook, and they're always printing out this stuff. And it was 600 bills. I'm like, whew, hello.
Let's see.
Yeah, but you can always do better than the factory.
Right.
Go to Bud's Gun Shop or some shit like that.
Okay,
You
here's
find
a 30th anniversary limited edition Henry Golden Boy 22 long rifle for $469.
That ain't bad.
It's not bad. Frank
Ruger. Here's a Ruger Mark III 22 pistol, $299.
Frank wants opinions on Henry rifles. I don't own one, Frank, so I can't give you one.
I've shot a few and they're really
Don't own one. A friend of mine has several of them, so I've gotten to shoot them, and they are very, very nice.
Yeah.
Yes, they are.
There you go, Stump.
They're worth the money.
If you can afford one, they're awesome.
I found the deal. 9mm or 380. High point, $149.99.
Yeah,
Pass.
Trevor.
There you go.
Trevor
Damn,
was,
they're going up.
Trevor saw a deer, and but he was like 400 something yards away, and all he had was a 308 with him. So he's like, "Yeah, I can't shoot
308
that."
will reach out and touch him at 400 yards.
Huh?
308 will reach out and touch him at 400 yards.
Yeah.
And I think the if I get the 17 HMR, like the one I shot with Working Class Woodsman, he had the Ruger.
Like the Ruger American?
Yeah, his was the bolt action.
Yeah.
Yeah, the American.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, guys.
Here's the Ruger American 17 HMR for $259.99.
Yeah, is that? Yeah. See, no, I wasn't sure whether I wanted the bolt action or not, but
I like a good bolt gun.
yeah. Yeah, that is a beautiful.
My winter project this winter. Yeah, my winter project this winter is a Springfield Model 86.
I'm sorry, I'm not laughing
in
at
the
you.
30s. Nice little bolt gun. It'll be a complete refurbish.
Mr. C. Spearman says, "I'll sell you a high definition 8x10 glossy of a Henry Golden Boy for $6.99."
There you go, Bubba.
I want a Henry Big Boy and 41 Magnum.
Oh.
This thing should be illegal
I don't know that they make that,
Massachusetts,
though.
probably.
Shooting bear. Anyone out there want to sell a Mossberg 590?
590.
590 A1.
A1, I'm sorry. 590
Hey, Mike?
A1. What, buddy?
Is this illegal in Massachusetts?
Hey, TR, what's going on, brother? Well, let me see. What's illegal? Let me present you. Hang on.
That Nerf gun?
Yeah.
Yes. Way too many rounds. You got more than 10 rounds there?
Yeah, look at this. Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. That's way too many. You got more than 10 rounds there. You can't have 10 like that.
More
You
than
cannot have
10
10 in a clipazine.
More than a 10 rounds and a vertical foregrip? Yeah, in Massachusetts, it's illegal.
Yeah, this has got the drum. I think it's 50-round drum. It's called the Sidewinder. Yeah.
I watched a video the other night, right? And you know, this guy was shooting a pig. You know what he was shooting a pig with? A frickin' Smith & Wesson. No, the S&W 50s, 500s.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Holy Hannah! I'm like, seriously?
Sure, why not?
Where was he shooting the pig?
You might as well just
What part of the body?
just put a frickin' bazooka on your shoulder.
What part of the pig was he shooting, though?
I think he hit him square, if I remember correctly. He hit him square in the frickin' head.
Well, if you don't want the head cheese, then that'd be awesome. Because it's going to just destroy that head. That head's going to go boom.
Right. And that pig drops where it stands.
Oh, yeah, there was no chasing.
None at all.
There was no chasing.
I know a guy that hunts deer with one of those.
God.
Yeah, there's a lot of states you can hunt with a handgun.
Yeah, I can hunt with my hands.
Now, does that have to be a certain caliber? Must be, right? I mean,
it's got to be center fire.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's got to be centerfire. I had an uncle that hunted deer with 45 Colt long slides. That's all he took out was a 45 Colt long slide to go deer hunting with. But he had to get within 50 yards. He had to sneak up on it within 50 yards.
Well, any chat that's talking about guns, I'll definitely join into. What's up, everybody?
Hey, Saint, you ain't.
What's going on, Saint?
All right. There goes TR. All right.
Hey, Dan.
Oh,
What's going on, Theo?
holy hell!
Well, I didn't want I didn't want Stump to feel alone with inviting old people, so I figured I'd invite TR too. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I have to,
Oh, wow.
What's
I
up,
have to
TR?
make an official. I have to make an official apology here to TR
Why's that?
because I told him I would be on one of his chats, and he's been awesome. He sends me a link every time, and I just haven't had the time to be able to jump on.
Yeah, see, Sunday nights I can make his chat, but Tuesdays I can't. But it's
I mean,
great
I'm going to
chats.
surprise him one day. One night he's going to send me a link, and I'm going to be the first one. Bow.
I like that
He's
Sunday night
gonna
roundtable.
be
It's a lot
like,
of fun.
Oh, he must have been out looking in my window.
It's a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Tia, how you been?
Doing good, man. How y'all doing?
Not bad. Just
Good,
bullshitting
good.
about guns and shit like that. You know.
Now, if I ever see you in the external Ohio, yeah, you always got to open invite, man.
Cool beans. Yeah, other night, man, you sent me one. I got it on my phone, and I was someplace.
You had to do something. Now, you responded. I forget what it was, but you had to take care of something.
Hey, C-SPAN wants to know: can you hunt deer with the old rimmed moving rounds?
Oh, what?
I don't know. I'm just reading what he's writing.
What did he say? Read it again.
Can you hunt deer with old rimmed moving rounds?
I don't know what the hell that is.
Neither do I. So that's why I'm asking you.
Rim.
Rimmed
Hey,
moving-
DSW Outdoors, how are you? Great to see you.
I can hunt deers with my 41 Magnum or my 357 Magnum. And calls it a day.
DSW Outdoors says he has a buddy that deer hunts with a single shot H&R 500 Smith & Wesson rifle.
Yeah, I've seen that.
And it doesn't do as much damage as I thought, but he uses cast solid bullets, not hollow points.
Yeah, I also seen a single shot H&R 4570.
Yeah.
That was a pretty badass gun.
You're only getting one shot anyway.
Yeah,
Right.
So what's the point of having more?
especially on a deer. You're shooting moose, you guys
Yeah.
too, but you ain't getting another one on a deer. No way.
And I don't know if I want that first one to piss the moose off, though.
Well, I really shouldn't say you're not going to get a second one on a deer if you hit the first one. You're like, whatever, you hit him in the leg or something. But you know what I'm saying? Usually.
See, that's what I would like to have is a lever action 357 because you can use those here.
Yep.
We can use any straight wall cartridge now, just about. And like a carbine, like 4570 or 44. Or any of those lever action rifles that come in the straight wall cartridge, we can use for deer hunting here in Ohio now.
I'm using my shotgun, and when I go to Maine on Tuesday, and I'm going to stop and get some of those Hornady for my 12 gauge, the SST, SSX, whatever the hell they are.
Oh, you mean the stuff that costs like $8 here, but 30 up there?
7, huh? No,
The
they're
stuff
not.
that costs like $8 here, but 30 up there.
No, it's not that. No, those are the hollow points. I ain't buying those again. 21. Was it $20? $21 for a box of 5?
Oh man, that was ridiculous.
I almost shit
And then
my
I showed you
pants.
that ad that we had them for what, $5.99 a box or
Something
something?
like that. I wanted to throw up in my mouth.
I wouldn't advise it, but I think as of 2015, this deer hunting season going into 2016, you can actually use ARs in Washington now to go deer hunting with. But you can't go elk hunting with it. You can go deer hunting with it.
Yeah, we can use, well, I assume we can use ARs. We can use any centerfire rifle now.
Yeah.
Yeah, 300 grams.
22 caliber and above.
You know what I would like to use? I wouldn't mind being able to use my Mosin.
I've seen guys in the main woods with Mosin's kid. Laughing my ass off at him, but
Don't.
So
yeah,
what's the deal with that
I can shoot
Hornady?
minute a deer at 100 yards.
Hornady, that's what I'm looking at. I'm looking up the price right now.
But what is that? Is that kind of like, is it like a slug and buckshot in one?
It's
or?
a 12 gauge. It's a 12 gauge, 2 3/4, 300 grain. Sabot round, Saber. So I can't do both. I gotta call it. It's like, it's like friggin' clipazine. It's a clip or a magazine. It's a fucking clipazine. So
You're my boy, Blue.
Clipazine.
it's a Sabo round. So
Is my
Welcome,
mic
Blue.
working?
Yeah,
I
we
just
can
can't
hear
see
you.
the price on them though. Maybe I'm just doing it wrong. I don't know.
Yeah, you talking about for a muzzleloader, Matt?
No, bud, for a 12 gauge for my Mossberg.
Oh, okay. Okay, my bad.
Yep, for my Mossberg. For my muzzleloader, I use you had to ask me, right?
Because wouldn't a slug rip up a deer pretty bad?
Not really. Well,
No.
that one will. Well, that one, that the Hornady SST FTX one there that I was just talking about, the 300 grain. That's going to be like what Mr. Tolley was just saying. Down. You're not chasing, And I got introduced to that from that ammo from my brother. He's like, listen, he goes, we're getting old. You want to go chase a deer guy out of the head? He said, but you got to use something that's going to just knock it down. So
I still use just the Remington sluggers.
Nick it down?
Huh?
They still have spots on them, or?
It's not the slug, man. It's how good your shot is and your shot placement.
Dude, I double lunged.
You blow their heart out, they ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, true. But the deer I shot was totally 110% broadside. Everything was just pisser. And I wasn't getting to his heart because it wasn't just lined up like that. It just wasn't going to happen. I double lunged him. Some bitch still ran 40 yards. All right, I'm trying to find that price on here, but I can't seem to.
Dish is hitting on you, Ohio.
Uh-oh, what's this saying? I can see that.
I'm just
Scroll up a little bit.
Yeah, she's like that. Tish is like that.
Oh. She knows it. She knows. She knows what it's all about.
Okay.
All this.
So how are things going with you, Blue? While Mikey's
No.
looking that up.
Same old, same old.
Blue, what's happening?
That's why I'm late. I just finished up packing 85 pounds of food into Mylar bags and sealing them up, and
Nice.
it was like TR says, it's a process.
Yeah.
It is.
Wow.
Do
What
you pack
size
it then in like 5-gallon buckets, or?
Now I did gallon bags.
And just set them on a shelf?
But I'll tell you what, you can fit more into. I ordered 60 of the Mylar bags, and I had 25 pounds of flour, 20 pounds of sugar, 20 pounds of rice, and 20 pounds of beans, and I only ended up using like 15 bags, if that. I was like, damn, that's a lot of food, and it was a learning experience. I think I did everything right, but I found out real quick that I started using the iron technique, and I was spilling shit. It wasn't going very well. And the wife has a hair straightener. We kicked that bitch on high, and I'll tell you what, keeping the bags straight up and down with the hair straightener, just going across the top, leaving the gap, that's the way to go.
Okay, so I found the price. By the way, Blue, nice to see you, brother. I found the price on that ammo I was talking about. Box
Give
of
it
5.
to us, man. Give it to us.
Box of 5. $14. That's at Kittery Trading Post, so that's another outlet for those of you who've never heard of Kittery Trading Post. That's
Oh,
another
that's a
outlet.
great spot.
I mean, they have the cheapest one that Kittery Trading Post sells for slugs is well, that's a white-foot slug. I don't want it, but that's the cheapest one. Is a Winchester Rackmaster 2 3/4, 1 1/8 ounce rifled slug, $8. Oh, I lied.
The only slugs I've ever shot in my Mossberg were just Winchester white box, or 15 slugs in a box, 3 inchers.
Yep.
Other than that, I don't know nothing about them. I know my Mossberg with the 18.5-inch barrel groups them pretty nice at 50 yards.
Well, here you go.
You know, for a smoothbore shotgun.
Yeah.
This place I got here, they got the 12 gauge 2 3/4 inch hollow point slugs. It's by Federal.
Yeah. Those are copperheads?
Brass, the brass casing, not the silver aluminum crap.
Oh, okay.
$3.99 a box.
Jesus Christ.
Here's AccuTip by Remington Sabot Slug for $11.99 a box.
How much is that? How many in a box? 20?
Huh? No, box of 5.
Oh, box of 5.
Yeah. And then here's what I use: the Remington Sluggers. They're $3.99 a box.
What paper is that you're reading from, Ohio?
The Fin Feather and Fur.
Fin Feather Fur.
So that's a local joint then.
Well, I guess they're local. They're
Semi-local chain.
Semi-local chain, yeah. They do have a website. They do have a website. Fin Feather Fur Outfitters.
Cool. I'll just check that out.
Definitely. Beats the hell out of cheaper than dirt.
They have 22 long rifle mini mag anniversary edition high point limited edition in stock is all it says. It doesn't say how much though.
Yeah. I don't know around here if anybody's got 22. Never lasts long, and they rape you for it.
Right. See, and I don't understand how that happens, right? So you go one place, and it's like you're buying a name, and I hate it. You know, you go to what the hell's a friggin' outlet up here? You know, whatever. Let's go to Bass Pro or something, right? Then you go to Walmart, and you get the same frickin' thing for $4 less.
Yeah, but the thing is, I can never find it at Walmart. I never find 22 at Walmart, but I can walk in the Dick's Sporting Goods and pay $13.99 for it and walk out the door.
Well, see, I can find Walmart up here in New Hampshire, in southern New Hampshire, but it has 22s with no problem.
But they never have it here. They never have it.
Twice in 3 years, I've walked into a Walmart here in northwestern PA, and they had some. That's it.
Spokane, they've got it, but you can only buy 100 rounds at a time. Now you can walk out to your car, put that 100 rounds in your car, and walk back in and buy another 100, but you can't buy more than 100 at a time.
Well, see, here you can buy 3 boxes, no matter the size. So I did get lucky one time, and they had like the 222 rounds of Winchester.
Yeah.
So I bought 3 boxes of it. That was the only 3 boxes on the shelf, so I bought all 3 of them.
T.I., what is it down there you in Stumps Way? Is it? Are they still scarce with the 22s?
Yeah, they're pretty scarce. I mean, like Academy Sports and some places like that may have it here and there. But Walmart's, at least a couple that I can go to that are kind of close to me, very scarce. Every once in a while, a buddy of mine may call me up and say, hey, they got some, and I'll go get, 3 boxes. We're still limited on the 22s at least. I mean, I've been lucky enough to catch it here and there that I'm comfortable with what I got, but yeah, right now they'll have every ammo there is. The whole shelf will be slammed full of ammo. The 22 section still empty.
Our Walmart, the one day, they freaking switched it up. They put, like, the 22 ammo was always on the bottom left. Everybody always walked in. You looked at the bottom left. No, I'm sorry. Yeah, it was bottom left. Then they switched it, and they put the 22 up to the upper left, and they slammed the shelf with bird shot on the lower left. There were people lined up for miles, and then they got up and looked, like, God damn it, that's only 12 gauge, or, rotten bastards.
That's awesome.
I'm still trying to figure out why we have a problem with 22. I mean, it's been how many years now?
It's got to be all of. Oh,
Well, it's been 2008.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's been, yeah, I was gonna say 9, but yeah, 8 sounds. Yeah, it's been a while.
Then
Hey,
after Sandy Hook, it got really bad. Everything
find-
went away.
Can you find it down there, Stump?
Well, you don't find it in the stores around here because you still got some of the old guys that get up with the chickens, and they'll go and hit it time it hits the shelf. But there's a couple of them actually run ads in the paper, but there's a few of them I know personally. You can call them up, but they'll meet you somewhere and sell you so much, but they pretty much do a minimum 1,000 rounds at a time.
How bad do they gouge it up, though?
About $50-$60.
Yeah. Now you can find bricks in local little gun shops for $50-$60 a brick, but as far as a decent price, that's where it's hard to find.
Just a few months ago, I got a brick of CCI, and I got it at Cabela's, and I got it for $21.99. So, I will pay up to $28 probably for a brick, but I will not pay $38, $40, $50 for a brick.
Yeah. I think we talked about this on some chat one time. Ohio is with the ammo scare that they had to. I mean, when 9mm, 223, everything was so scarce. I think they make more money off centerfire ammunition, is what the general consensus is, and that's why the 22s. Other than people still hoarding it, but I think by now, surely everybody that's wanting to hoard it is pretty much caught up. Maybe not all, but I think
they're still doing it here.
Yeah, they are, but I think it's still. I don't think they've upped production on 22s to match everything else. You know what I mean?
About 6 months ago, I got into a huge argument right in the middle of Walmart with some asshole sitting there, and there was six boxes of 22 and like the Tula ammo for the 223. The Tula had no limit. The 22 had the 3-box limit, and the one guy bought three of the 22, all of the 223, and then his buddy right behind him got the other 22 rounds, and they were sitting there laughing about how they're the guys that go from gun show to gun show to gun show, and they were standing there in line saying that, oh yeah, we buy it here, and then we go and we mark it up. At least for the 22 ammo, they mark it up $15, and then for the tool ammo, they marked it up $5. And I was like, it's because of assholes like you, because people like me can't get the ammo unless we buy it off of you guys. I was like, you guys, and it was a huge blowout, and God, it went on for about 10 minutes till finally the management came and said, guys, you got to get out of here. And I ended up walking out with nothing. But that type of shit, that's bullshit. I mean, I realize.
I don't like the guys that go in there. I used to, when I worked in Columbus, I would get off work at 7 o'clock in the morning, and I drove past Cabela's every morning. So usually once a week I would stop at Cabela's and just see what they had. And I've seen the same guys there waiting in line every morning for the door to open. And my buddy, he called me. He's like, hey, man, meet me at Cabela's. I said, okay. So I met him there. Doors opened at 8. I got there like 7:30. He brought a couple of Dunkin' Donuts and, had a cup of coffee waiting and stuff. And we got to the door, and He's like, this is the same guys every week I'm here. You know, every time I come here, he's like, I've seen the same guys too. And he's like, as soon as the doors open, he's like, because they all go the same route. He's like, we're going to bust over by archery and come in the back way, and we're going to beat them over there. I'm like, you're on. So as soon as they let the doors open, we took off like a bat out of hell. And those old guys were trying to run as fast as they could, you know, and we beat them there. And they had 22, but we weren't even going for 22. We were actually looking for 303 British. And we just kind of stood there and we looked at it and kind of got in the way, and they were about to, I don't know, piss themselves with excitement trying to get past us, but we wouldn't let them past us. And then we never even bought any 22. We thought that was fucking funny, but same guys over and over. But the thing is,
most of those
I said at a gun show once.
But
So because
they
bastards go in there.
they pay to tip them off when the ammo's coming in, and they just come in and buy it all.
yeah, now, but like just regular Joes like us, if I go to Walmart and they've got 6 boxes, I think I should be able to buy all 6 boxes because guess what? I was there before you were.
Yep.
Yeah. And people are like, well, that's not fair. You got to leave some for other people. No, get your ass there before I do. But I'm not turning around and selling it either. I'm shooting it.
Exactly. You're not turning around and reselling it. You're keeping it for yourself and you're shooting it.
Right.
It's the people that come in and they pay stock boy or whatever to tell them when it's coming in, and they come in and buy it all, and then they mark it up by $15 and sell it. Those are the people I hate.
If you get that Walmart app on your phone, you can go back to the ammo counter and you can scan it, and it will tell you where the ammo is, and it's back in the back because it'll say that they have 19 of them in stock.
Yeah.
There's none on the shelf. That means there's
I can
19
tell you that
of
their
them back in
inventory's
the
off
back.
too. That the inventory's off everywhere. But Mr. Tully, 2 things. 1, what were you just saying? And 2, do you have an issue with 22s out in Minnesota?
Oh yeah, can't find the stuff to save my life. But when I do, it's at a local gun shop, and you got to pay for it. I mean, you got to pay so much more for it. But
Is it just me,
it
guys,
scares
or is it
still.
almost as cheap or maybe cheaper to shoot 9mm than 22 now?
Anymore it is.
It's
You
cheaper
can
to
shoot 38
250.
special. I can reload and shoot 38 special for less than what I pay for 22 anytime.
Oh, absolutely. Well, if you cast your own bullets, hell, you can shoot fucking 8mm cheaper than you can shoot 22s.
Tully casts a lot on them, don't you, Mr. Tully?
I got a couple.
1 or 2.
I have 1 or 2 floating around. I just did a casting session today. I casted up 1,000 9mm bullets and.
Has anybody
500 for the
paying attention to the fat man saying 1 to 100 go?
Yeah, they want me to do
I already won.
Yeah, Blue won. You owe him something, Mike.
Yeah, Blue won a giveaway that I had, and shit,
Looks like you're getting a Mora, Blue.
right?
He's gonna give you a big kiss.
No, I don't do that.
I don't own a Mora.
I usually give out knives, but I haven't given out a knife in a long time.
I haven't. I want a Mora, and I don't own one.
Hell, I own 3 and I haven't even bought one.
You haven't cut yourself either. I'm waiting for that. You're gonna do it.
I've won 3 Moras, 2 from Mike and 1 from Jimmy the Fish.
Yeah, that's right. You did. You won 2 for me, didn't you?
I used that Mora Black when I went camping. Man, I used the hell out of that thing.
Yeah, but one that you won was a giveaway. I just didn't hear one night just to do a giveaway, and then one was my sub giveaway, right?
Yep.
So I gotta tell you, Mike, out here in Seattle, I've been finding 22 fairly regularly for like the last year, and it's at normal prices, like $8.79 for 100 rounds of Winchester Red Rattlers. This past month, for some reason, Monday mornings are good. I happen to be at Walmart, and I'm finding the 5.25 packs of golden bullets for $27.99. So, I think that the reason why they're probably still low in stock because We know that people are reselling in hoarders, but I think it's a lot of the new guns that are out in the market. You know, you got the Rugers, they've got the 25 round mags.
Yep.
Yeah, you
We
got
got a
the
lot of new shooters.
M&P and the Colt made the
Yeah.
22 ARs.
So we're going through a lot more ammo, a lot more new guns, and new shooters. A lot of women are getting into it now, so they like that lighter round. So there's some other reasons, and I definitely think that the managers in Walmart are not even letting it hit the shelf, and they're reselling it online. Because
Yep.
I got a couple of Walmarts out here. I'm convinced that's what's happening.
Hey, Saint, does Seattle still have that city tax on ammo that they just passed?
Yeah, they passed that, so I stay out of the city.
Yeah, exactly. Buy
Yeah.
outside of the city limits.
I don't blame you. Seattle's fucking them people are just off their rocker to begin with. But
Yeah. Gee, you just don't make fun of the South, do you?
no, just you just don't say the New England
No,
Patriots.
we're equal opportunity here on Quagmire.
Equal
Yeah.
opportunity offender.
Yep. we don't just say New England Patriots out your way, and then they start crying and shit. I don't know, something about a Super Bowl or some bullshit like that. I
Hey,
don't know.
Mike, I got 2 words to say to you.
Yep.
Cincinnati Bengals.
Oh,
I got a let me see. 1, 2, 3 words to say to you. See, I just had like a sudden in there. I was counting. Suck a dick. Don't worry about Cincinnati.
Hey, they're doing pretty good, man. They're 8 now.
Yeah, but you know what? The kid's gonna choke he's another Peyton Manning. He'll choke when he gets to the playoffs.
Packers are still undefeated. That's all I got to say, Mikey. Not trying to
Who?
rub it in. Packers.
No, they're not.
No, they're not.
Denver,
All right,
Denver
I might have
beat
missed the
the
game.
absolute shite out of them.
I might have missed
Last
the
Monday
game. I haven't
night.
watched the game in like 3 weeks.
Cost me money.
Did it? Did it cost you money?
I know
Ow.
Chicago did. Chicago screwed me over.
So if you guys want to make some money this weekend?
Always.
All right. Bet the house, the wife, the kids, the cars, everything you got. Okay? 11.5 you got to give to Washington. Okay? The Patriots going to beat them by about 40.
I might bet everything but the car. I need the car.
Because once you lose the house, you're going to have to live in the car.
Exactly.
You're gonna have to get a quick getaway away from the wife.
Teresa, I wouldn't even know where to help you out with that. Teresa Artistic Design says, I would like to purchase any original Bowie knife for a gift.
An original is going to be hard to find.
Yeah, and Teresa, you're talking to the guy that just made a comment underneath yours, Batman. He knows all about that shit. That's right, Mr. Hornbuckle. I know, but you're still in my AFC. I'm sorry, bud. But I know Big Ben came back. And
the Steelers can go suck a dick, is what I
yeah,
say.
they do. Big Ben comes back. He throws 2 interceptions. Blew that game against Cincy. Sorry, man. He did.
I like how all the fans and shit were giving a hard time about picking up Michael Vick because of the he had the dog incident, fighting the dogs or whatever.
Yeah.
But it's okay to have a rapist as your quarterback.
Right?
Hey, he was never convicted.
Neither was OJ, but we all know he did it.
Exactly. If you got the money, you don't need to be convicted.
I've never been convicted before either, but whether I was guilty or not, irrelevant.
Let me interrupt.
Well, what about Adrian Peterson? We just got him back.
Let me interrupt.
All he did was whip his kid,
Yeah, he's 4. Knock it off. Let me interrupt for 1 minute.
This one's wrong.
T.I., you got a Bowie knife?
Yeah.
Because Fat Man says, show him your Bowie knife, T.I.
Oh, that's a sweet one. That's a deer antler one?
Yeah, let me go back in here. Hang on, T.I. I'm going to go back in and present so they can...
Yeah. Hopefully it'll show up.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, that's a handmade Bowie knife by a knife builder here on YouTube. James Elam. and LT.
That's
That's his
nice.
little brand.
That's
And,
beautiful.
Yeah. I really stole it. Hell, the sheath is worth probably as much as I paid for the damn knife. I paid $70 for that, a handmade Bowie knife.
You're fucking shitting me.
Some kind of deal went down, and he was selling it for about $300. And something happened. He got partial payment, but the guy couldn't finish paying for it or something. And he just threw it up for a quick sale, and he put $70 on it, and I happened to catch it and got it.
Damn.
That's freaking awesome, TR.
Talk about stealing. Holy
Yeah, that's
shit.
awesome.
I stole it, no doubt.
Wow, was that stealing? I
I
thought
mean,
you
you
guys
can
had
tell that's
Southern
a big
hospitality
frickin',
down there.
yeah. I forget where he's from, but yeah, big ass knife. Big, thick sheath, multiple layers of leather. I mean, he does as good a job on the sheath as he does the knife itself.
Is he still doing knives, TR? I haven't seen anything from him in
Oh,
a
no
long
offense,
time.
you got nothing
I hadn't seen anything either. I don't know. I think he sells them on a different website. He's not like going through YouTube. It's a knife website. I forget. It's like just custom builders, and that's where I bought it through. But I forget what the
TR,
name of it is.
that sheath by itself's worth 100, 120.
Yeah.
Just from what I can see on the camera.
It's very,
It's worth 100, 120.
very nice. Very nice. Really.
Oh, that's awesome. That's a beautiful knife. That's an absolute beautiful knife and sheath. So there you go, Teresa. $70. Teasing.
Yeah. Okay, there we go.
You're gonna pay an arm and a leg, but it's worth it. I mean, in my opinion, that's just my opinion.
I mean, you can get the big name factory Bowie knives fairly reasonable, but yeah, if you want to get a handmade one, you're gonna pay a few $100 for it, no doubt.
You get what you pay for.
Yeah.
Well, shit, I got some knives. No. You break it, you don't care.
Blue, I'm still waiting for you to get over killing Linus's dream with the devil's toothpick.
Say that one again.
Come again?
Linus is still crying of you killing those damn pumpkins with
Well,
the devil's toothpick.
Oh. That was fun.
That was awesome.
The best part was whenever I had my 3 kids, and I had, God, there was I think 4 neighborhood kids here, and I was like, all right, what do you want me to hit it with, the pick part or the skull crusher? And every one of them screamed out skull crusher at the same time. I was like, oh, that's not right.
Every
See,
one of
they
them.
want the
You can
boom.
hear them screaming in the background, skull crusher, skull crusher, skull crusher, through the whole video. It was awesome.
I ended up breaking it though on the tree.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. The threads on the skull crusher part, they came loose, and I didn't realize it, and I hit it that last time, and it snapped some of the threads off. I was able to redo it, and it's all good now. But I was like, God damn it!
Oh, she wants a custom made knife, Tia.
Sounds like she's Christmas shopping.
Can't get much more custom than the one he just showed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll PM you. We'll find somebody. I'll find somebody to PM you, Teresa.
Yeah, I'll try to do a little. There's a lot. I'm subscribed to a lot of knife
There's
makers.
a bunch
so,
of knife guys out there.
yeah.
Yeah, I watched quite a few of those videos.
So
And hey, Greg, for Halloween, I was actually Charlie Brown with his ghost sheet with a bunch of holes in it. I got a picture somewhere. I'll have to throw it up.
Awesome, man. For Halloween, I was me. I was sitting right here in front of the computer. I let the youngest daughter handle all the kids coming to the door. Because usually if I come to the door, they just, I don't know why, they just run off screaming. They don't get any candy. I open the door and they just run screaming.
And we take the kids where I work at, so I know what houses that they can go to, what houses they can't. But I still don't want anybody knowing who I am when my kids are coming up to the door.
I'm that old man in the neighborhood that everybody's afraid of. You know, that get out of my yard old man. That's me.
Oh,
Yeah.
come on now. What's wrong with you? The kids,
Uh,
let's stomp through your fucking flowers. Don't be
Get
such a
off
chick.
my grass.
I live.
You got a vagina between your legs or a frickin' prick? Come on now.
No. I live on the west side of Spokane. If you're over the age of 12 and you jump my fence, I really have to decide whether I need to shoot you or not.
I'm only teasing you, man. It's all good.
But yeah, I am a curmudgeon. I really am. Everybody thinks I'm a sweetheart on YouTube. They've never had to deal with me in real life. I'm really nice on YouTube.
Oh, so you got that Sybil action going on.
Yeah, a couple.
I will.
Wow, Stump looks like a floating head. That scared the shit out of me when he popped up there.
I shall return in like two minutes. So.
So quick, anybody that wants to talk about Mikey, get it done now. But you know we all love him.
We don't care if he's here or not.
Yeah, exactly. We don't care if he's here or not.
Yeah, it ain't no damn fun if he ain't here.
Right?
You're in the dungeon tonight, Mr. Tully. What are you making?
Oh, I'm just prepping some 5.56 brass.
Nice.
Knock the
Nice.
primers out of it. No, got to do the primer pockets and all that happiness.
Oh, while we got a break here tonight, Julia had to go to bed early tonight. She has to get up really early, like at 5 a.m. But she wanted me to tell you all guys she loves you and hugs.
Definitely return the message to her.
Hey, can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Something happened. I'm in here twice and it won't let me.
The other one will drop out.
Yeah.
No, I'm on two different devices now.
Oh,
Oh, well, maybe not.
shut off one device.
Well, if I shut off the one I'm talking on, I won't have the internal or anything like that. So
Oh.
I'll just leave it until someone. How many? 1, 2.
Let me just try this. Okay, well, I will say this. You had an echo a while ago pretty bad, and that's gone now. So.
Well, I had no audio at all. I was talking to you for like 3 minutes, and I was like, man, everyone's interrupting me, and I realized
We just muted you.
that's what I thought.
It's not hard to figure out. When I start echoing like that, they always mute me, and then I'll figure it out and stick my headphones on.
Hey, dickhead, get out of here.
I just got back in, Blue.
Oh, no, the dog.
No, but yeah, we're talking about the. At least I don't have that. TR's been through it with the. I went through a period where you could barely hear me one time, and then I got a new mic, and then it was so loud you couldn't. I mean, you'd have to turn me down, blow your eardrums out if you're wearing headphones.
Yep.
Wolverine, you've never been on here when Julia's on. Her voice is so light that her mic ramps up. She's sitting 2 feet away from me, and my mic ramps up, and it sounds like I'm shouting, and you can barely hear her. And then you get that reverb, that echo. And it took us forever to figure out how to calm that down. We got 2 new mics coming that are pushed to talk. But basically, we both have to put on headphones, mute each other on the channel in order to talk without getting the echo from each other's mics.
At least you figured that out. There's some people that sit next to each other and they haven't figured that out yet.
I think they're both in the chat room. No.
That's why I said it.
Yeah, but that's funny, Blue, because we both kind of are in the same chat room at sometimes. It's not just her, coming by and leaning over my shoulder and talking over me.
My wife don't want nothing to do with YouTube.
The fat man said 2 devices, Ohio. You ain't redneck, so you are a high-tech asshole.
Well, that's good that this ain't a redneck chat, huh? There's just a bunch of rednecks here.
Is that Matt out there, or is that a...
No, that's Matt. He changed the name of his channel.
Okay, but it just didn't sound like something he would be typing.
Him and Shammer come over here just to mess with Mike. Shammer, he changed his name in case you didn't know. It's Great Man Concepts.
Yeah, I got that.
I mean,
Yes, just the same asshole with a different name. Love you, Shammer. Really do, man.
on Matt's thing, you look at him and you can tell, there's the Matt on, YouTube, and there's the real world, scooter trash Matt. So yeah, that's some shit he would probably say.
Yeah. I know Matt pretty well, but
Right.
I'm actually one of the things I was going to talk to him about. I end up going with the last Ohio militia.
What did I miss?
Everything.
Everything, man.
I always miss the good shit, man.
Should have heard what they were saying about you.
Were they making fun of Nodness?
Your ears burning, Mike?
Hey. It's alright. I pick on everybody. I got to be able to take it,
No, we had to respect that we won't make fun of you unless you're in the room.
There was only, there's only like, for people that have been on the panel and stuff like that, there's only one person I've never made fun of. Anybody want to guess?
Do tell.
Mr. C. Spearman. He's the only one I haven't made fun of. And I won't either.
He would find
Man,
him and kill
Make
you.
fun of me?
Oh, that man's got way too many knives and guns and shit. You don't fuck with people like that.
Hey, he's a cool guy.
Oh, he's awesome.
Maybe.
I cracked him up that one time he was on when he had that, right after he had that accident with his eye, he had that patch on or whatever.
Yeah.
As soon as I got on, I was like, "Arr, matey."
Yeah, we were on your chat, weren't we?
I think so. I'm not sure.
I think we were. I think we were on Sunday Night Shenanigans.
Yeah.
Those were
I'm
the
surprised nobody's been making fun of me for being a pirate. If you look behind my left shoulder.
I had a
That's
pirate
okay,
flag
though.
up for a little while.
Yeah,
I
why
have
did
the
you
pirate flag up there because, I hate everybody equally, and I'm just out for myself. So I thought the pirate flag was appropriate.
And you don't live in Massachusetts. That's amazing.
I got a little funny story right quick. 'Cause Fat Man out there, he says, shout out to all the barefoot, overweight single moms. But, and he actually knows where I'm talking about. There is an actual town in South Carolina called Fingerville.
Oh, no.
Stop.
I'm
Yes,
not
there
shitting
is.
you.
He is not shitting you. There's also one called Sugar Tit.
Yeah, Sugar Tit, Possum Kingdom.
Calpinans.
Anyhow,
Did you say Possum Kingdom?
Possum Kingdom.
Possum Kingdom.
Don't know.
That's the name of a band.
I was gonna say.
I don't know if it's. I would say it's a town. I won't say it's a city. It's an area that's called Possum Kingdom. But anyway, we was going through Fingerville. I was going fishing somewhere. I forget where I was going. Anyway, we stopped to get some gas and what have you. Little bitty nothing town. I mean, it's not even a town. It's just an area that they call Fingerville. I mean, you got the sign and everything. Fingerville. We stopped. This girl got out. Swear to God, she was barefoot, had like a halter top, pregnant, no shoes, barefoot, pumping gas, smoking a cigarette, and holding a baby.
you gotta take pictures of that shit.
Fuck.
And the guy that was driving the truck, I was like, man, we got to get the fuck out of here. Come on, let's go. We just get blow on through here. I'm going to hear banjos here in a minute.
Right. Yeah. Banjos from all the way from Alabama.
Hey, I'll tell you, we had one of the funniest, when I lived in Columbus, they had one of the funniest pictures in the local newspaper. It was a pregnant woman with a baby on her hip, with a cigarette in her hand, standing on the edge of the sidewalk. And she was complaining and concerned about her newborn's health of the loud noises from the construction crew that was working on the road in front of her house. Because they hit a gas line and had a gas leak, and she was worried about her unborn child's health as she's sitting there with a cigarette.
Yeah, that's
Nice.
And I was just like, the iron, you know, how ironic. People are just stupid.
You got to see. Actually, two things I want to do. Matt, that's a cool joke about Cinderella, and I think that the sound you were trying to type was that's what Cinderella says when she gets to the ball. On Facebook, Stump sent. I don't know whether Stump sent it to Dish sent it to Stump. However the hell it went, it wound up on my Facebook page, and it was a picture of a guy and a girl sitting at a lake, right? Was it a lake or a river, Stump, right? And she's pregnant, right? She's got, like, you know, her belly, her pregnant belly showing, right? And the caption read something about, marrying your cousin or something like that, Stump, right?
Oh, wait a minute, I'm thinking about a different one.
And to top it all off, this one's for Johnny Master at Arms, done. To top it all off, what hat did the kid have on? Alabama Crimson Tide. Now, need I say more?
You guys are talking about funny town names. I just looked up the top 5 funny town names in Pennsylvania. This is the top 5, and I can't believe that the one's not in here. But Four Man Side, Big Beaver, PA, Intercourse, PA, Virginville, PA, Blue Ball, PA, and we also have a Climax, PA.
Oh, yeah, we got a Climax, Ohio.
There's an Intercourse, Florida, too.
I've been to Big Beaver.
5 miles to Intercourse, and I got excited.
I almost made it to Intercourse, but then I had to turn around.
Right. See, I don't think we have any of that crazy stuff here in
What's Intercourse?
State. The No Fun State in Massachusetts. I don't think there was any crazy town names.
Virginville is only 45 miles from Intercourse, PA. That's hilarious.
No, that's just silly.
That's just a ploy to get you to buy gas.
Is that between here and Taintsville?
I don't know if we have a Taintsville or not. We probably do.
I seen something the other day. It was pretty funny. It was talking about a husband and wife had been fighting all day, arguing, and they were driving down the road. And she looked over and seen a field full of jackasses or whatever, and she was like, relatives of yours? And he goes, yeah, my in-laws.
I just have to say, TR, you pronounce Fangerville wrong. It's not Fingerville, it's Fangerville. Well, at least if you're from the foothills, anyway, it's Fangerville.
Yes, Stump just said that's probably an odd one. He was from 96. I mean, how many towns do you know of is just a number? 96 is actually a town in South Carolina, or a city.
Matt said Virginville changed their name once he visited.
There's so many things going through my head what they changed this town to right now, but Matt knows where I reside, so.
I know where you reside too. I just won't tell nobody.
Oh, did we mention Sugar Tit? That's another one in
yeah, you guys talked about that.
Yeah, I mentioned Sugar Tit. It's an actual town in South Carolina named Sugar Tit.
I know there's a Hell, Michigan.
I know that I grew up in Bowling Springs, and if you wanted to get laid on the weekends, you went to Chesney because those Chesney
Yep.
girls would put out.
Yep. You talking about little towns all around me.
Where
I
are
would
you
just,
at now?
I would just go to family reunions because it's not my cousin, but my sister's cousin, so it's okay.
Right.
Where are you at now, Greg?
I live in Spokane, Washington now, and if you think you
Okay.
get made fun of the way you talk, come from the south and move all the way out to the left coast, up in the northeast corner. And yeah, you get made fun of all the time.
It rains
Well,
too
it's
much
because they
out there.
talk funny up there too.
Oh yeah, they talk real funny up here, but I talk funnier than them apparently. But I drive better.
Doesn't it rain out there too much?
Not so much in Spokane. You're thinking about Seattle. Seattle, it rains 3 to 4 days out of the week, year round. Back me up, Saint, if you're still here. I
Not year
lived there for
round.
2.5 years.
It starts raining around. It starts raining in October. It doesn't stop till around the 4th of July, and then it doesn't rain at all for about 3 or 4 months.
Yeah, see, I couldn't deal with that.
I remember living in Seattle about 2004, and they're used to the rain up there. They can deal with the rain, but we got like 4 inches of snow that winter, and people lost their fucking minds. 4 inches of snow in Spokane is just another Tuesday in the winter.
Yeah. 4 inches here is just like nothing. But
Only place I've ever lived where people actually say, you know, I wish it would just rain.
mm.
Weird.
You were talking about the funny names for the towns. I looked up. I didn't see any for Massachusetts. Other than I think one was silly, it's like Heaven Heights or whatever the hell it's called. But there were a couple of politicians out here. The one that gets me the most is up here up in New Hampshire, and this is the guy's real name. He's a politician, Dick Sweat. Swear to God. Swear to God. I don't know what his parents were thinking.
I bet he's a sour son of a bitch because he had to go through school with that name.
And
Dick
he hates
Sweat.
everybody now.
That's his name, Dick Sweat. And I used to work for a guy. I used to work for Nature Foods, but GNC bought him out and moved to Pittsburgh. But
Been moved where?
they moved to Pittsburgh,
Pittsburgh.
out in that Pennsylvania, Three Rivers. Anyway, his name was Rich Poor. I'm like, did his parents, what were they, like drinking or something? I mean,
I went to school with a guy that was named Richard Hertz.
Yeah. I knew a Harry Butts one time.
mm,
And you call him Harold, and he'd be like, it's Harry. Okay, Harry. Mr. Butts.
We'll just call you Dangleberry.
Dangleberry.
what's a dingleberry?
Yeah, if you don't know what a Dangleberry is, then yeah.
Yeah, you're in trouble.
Oh, no, I forgot. I got an email the other day from a guy I work with. Now, I hope no one I worked with. But, yeah, no kidding. His name is Richard Tingler.
Oh.
So, I don't know if he ever goes by Dick, but Dick Tingler. That's a hell of a name right there.
Jesus Christ.
He could actually make a lot of money in the porn industry with that name.
With that name, it's a good name, isn't it?
Even if he's not big enough to make it in the porn industry, he could just sell the name, copyright it, and sell it.
Right.
Hey, any of you guys that hunt, any of you guys ever tried trapping before?
Yeah, I've tried trapping.
I used to trap a long time ago.
Is it? I mean, out here in Massachusetts, it's really like senseless to do it because you'd have to live way out west part of the state near New York. But I mean, I can still do it, but it's horrendous. But I see people doing it, like, up north in New Hampshire and Maine and stuff. And,
Trapping's a lot of work, man, because you got to go out and check your traps every day, man.
It's a ton of work.
Yeah, Mikey, are you talking steel traps or snare traps?
Either one, they do both. These guys do steel. That I watched one kid up in the Northwest Territory of Canada, and he actually used a pole, or what do you call it? There's a name for it. He baited it, right? So when he was actually going for like Wolverine or whatever, and so he made a snare, extra large for the Wolverine's head or what have you, right? And as soon as that Wolverine or whatever trip that went into that snare, I swear to God, the kid would actually cut down trees like 5 inches round, 6 inches round, whatever the hell it was, right? And the whole tree would go like this, and the thing would be up 10 feet in a tree, right, hanging from a tree, so no other animals can grab it. I'm like, that's like genius.
Now, I've never done it, but if you want to know how to make snare traps, you need to talk to Julia because she does it every year.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, she can get out and walk around better than I can. I've got the disability and everything. But, yeah, she learned from her father, and she'll go out and make rabbit snares and bring back 3 or 4 a day.
Nice.
She'll just go out in the woods. I mean, we live in Spokane, so that's about a 15-mile drive to get outside of town and actually get up into the mountains. But yeah, she can catch a lot of rabbits with snare traps. And it's not really, she doesn't really bait them. She just finds the trails that they run on and makes runs for them out of the bush that's around there and stuff, and then puts the snare. She makes a funnel into the trails that they follow that they have to follow down and run through the snare. She's really good at it.
Hey, Cockberry, how you doing? Thanks for coming. Yeah, I just never. I mean, it's stumped. You ever do it down there your way, or TR? Do you guys ever do it down there your way, or?
Yeah, all kind of stuff. That's how we got rid of most of the coyotes right around here.
Yep.
We're having a bad problem with them, and I just got tired of having to put up with them, so I went about getting rid of them.
Nothing like a good dead coyote.
Right.
You know what's better than a dead coyote? About 10 of them.
Yep.
Same difference as cats.
I set up, man, but I'm, not for hunting purposes. Well, I guess, but I mean, I set up my live trap just to catch raccoons, possums, foxes, and shit getting into my chickens.
Yeah, but that's still trap. I mean, you can still that. Now, did you ever have? I caught one of them. I caught a raccoon in one of them safe traps one night. And he was half in, half out. Just how big the sumbitch was, right? He's half in, half out. I'm like, you got to be kidding me. Look at this. How am I going to get this thing out of here? And
Very carefully.
And I'm shaking the trap. And I'm like, will you fall out for Christ's sakes?
Raccoon will tear you up if it's not in that trap or it's not dead. It will tear you up, brother.
Yeah.
I know from experience a possum will too.
Yep.
They're the ugliest fucking animal in the world, possum.
They're the devil.
We were coon hunting when I was probably about 12, 13 years old. And that was like what my dad used basically for a second income, because back in the 80s, coon fur would go for about, $40, $50, $60, $75 fur, depending on how big they were. Now they're like worth 50 cents because of all the fur, false fur and everything. But we were out in the woods and we had a pup and it treed. Looked up in the tree and it was a possum. And possums for back then, they were, they'd give you $5, $6 for a possum hide.
Right.
And my dad said, well, you might as well just go ahead and shoot it out of there. We'll take it too. I said, all right. So I shot it. It come crawling down the tree a little bit and then it fell. Dogs jumped on it. We got the dogs off and it laid there. My dad said, still pretty, had a pretty good height on it. So he picked it up. He said, "Turn around." So I turned around, and he shoved it in my vest in the back, in the little pack in the back. You know what I'm talking about?
God, I know where's this going.
Oh, dude, it was like two hours later. I was sitting on the edge of the fence, and this thing just lit me up, and it was clawing. It was clawing my back, and I don't know if it was biting me or what, but man, I had claws going in me, and I'm screaming, "Get it off, get it off!" And here my dad is. He's got a 22 Marlin Model 60, and he's like yelling at me to hold still. He's going to try to shoot it again while it's in this damn vest. You know what I mean? So I had to unzip. He's yelling at me, "Hold still, hold still," and I unzipped that vest and dropped the whole thing on the ground. It come crawling out. He put one in its head. He said, "There you go. Go ahead and pick it up, put it back in there." I'm like, "Hell no, you carry it this time."
My neighbor just showed up. I got to jet out for a second.
All right, man.
All right, bud.
We had a raccoon in my mom's basement one night. I was driving. I was down in Axel, Connecticut, and at a job, and she calls me and she says, "There's a raccoon in the basement." I go, "Shoot it." "I'm not gonna shoot it." I said, "Ma, leave the door open, it'll be fine." So she got my brothers over there. They're trying to. I'm like, "Just let it. It'll go out. It doesn't want to be in the house. It wants out. Trust me. Just leave the door open. It'll find its way out." No, they're persistent. They're gonna go after this thing. Apparently, it's a big sumbitch too. But it didn't get anybody. But I'm like, damn. All you do is get the pelican and shoot the freaking thing. I'm like, damn.
TR, you might can back me up on this since we're both from South Carolina. First time I ever went coon hunting, I think I was 16 years old. And I met up with an uncle and a couple of cousins, and we're going to go out in the woods at night with the dogs coon hunting. And the first thing they did was make sure that the rifles were loaded, and the second thing they did was give me a big old jar of shine to take a sip out of. And we're sipping on that jar of shine while we're waiting for the dogs to tree the coon. So we're all pretty blotto by the time the dogs found a coon and treated it. And it was my first coon hunt, so they gave me first shot. So I took a bead on it and shot it right in the head. Killed it. It fell to the ground. And my cousins and uncle just bitched me out. Apparently, I wasn't supposed to shoot it dead. I was supposed to shoot right in front of it and back it down the tree and let the dogs kill it. And I'm thinking meat, and they're thinking sport. So I didn't get invited on another coon hunt until I was 19.
Fuck that! I say shoot.
I always thought they was, it was still big for the hide, and a lot of people still eat raccoon.
Yeah. I was wanting to bring that coon home. Coon's good eating.
That I haven't tried that yet.
I've never had it. We always just got them for the fur trade.
Right.
Raccoon is some really good red meat if you have somebody that knows how to cook it. If you have somebody that doesn't know how to cook it, it's going to be nasty.
I know one thing though. When we go out coon hunting, if you had 16 miles of woods and 1,000 coons in there, when that dog would tree, it would tree on the one that was 16 damn miles away. I know that much.
Yep.
Because you'd sit there and it'd be all quiet. You got your lights off and you're just listening, and you'll hear, boo, boo. And you're like, that damn dog is all the way over there.
Right.
You probably walk past 1,000 coons on your way to that one coon.
It's like deer hunting, and because I'm hunting on public land, so you can't bring 4-wheelers and all that bullshit, You shoot the deer and it's 40-something, 50-something yards off the trail, and then you're a mile and a half from the truck.
Scariest coon hunt I ever went on. I was working at Greenville-Spartanburg Airport at the time, and we all got off work. We worked second shift. We all got off work and decided to go shooting coon on that airport land, on the federal land. So we called up the airport cops and said, "Here, this is what we're doing." And we were friends with the guy that was the sheriff of the guy that was in charge of the airport police. And he's like, okay, cool, just let me know. But yeah, we were hunting on federal land, on airport land. This was way before 9/11. But yeah, we were hunting on airport land, on federal land for coon, and we got 4 that night. But we had a radio with us that we were talking to the police department, because when other people would hear the shooting on the federal land, they would call in, and he's running interference for us.
Yeah, it's ate up with deer now because nobody can hunt around there.
Yep.
I work right. I don't know if you call it behind or in front, anyhow, but I work right there at the airport. They fly right over our plane as they're landing, and when I was still working third shift, hell, you'd be sitting out there in the smoking area, and they'd be like 4 or 5 deer just walk through the damn yard of the damn plant, because we were just right there close to it. And
I don't want to put any information out there that you don't want to be known, TR, but I bet I could guess which plant you lived or you work at in 2 guesses.
Well, maybe not. Well, it's a grown up now. I don't know. But yeah, it was there in the 80s. But actually, these deer probably wasn't on the federal land, but that whole area is ate up with deer because it's so grown up now from urban sprawl. There's so many neighborhoods and stuff.
Yep.
There's just deer everywhere because you can't really hunt there because it's damn near all residential. But there's still enough wooded area that it's ate up with damn deer.
Well, you remember what Greenville Spartanburg looked like back in the early 80s. There was a lot of land around there that was federal land that was undeveloped.
Yeah, it's grown up a lot.
I went back to Boiling Springs when my father died about 8 years ago. Now, when I left Boiling Springs, we had one red light in the middle of town, and they had just started on double lane in number 9. And I went back for my father's funeral, and it's like there's a Walmart superstore there, there's a Blockbuster, there's a fucking Home Depot, there's 8 damn traffic lights. It's 4-laned almost all the way into town. And Boiling Springs is now pretty much Spartanburg. It's gotten absorbed by Spartanburg. It just shocked me because it was not the same town I grew up in.
I tell you what, you talk about the coon hunting just real quick. Went out there, something was bothering my chickens. I heard them raising hell. Went out there, and there was a coon trying to get in the pen. Shot the one coon. Then I started spotlighting the trees. I killed 4 more. I killed 5 coons standing in one spot, just turning around.
Damn.
And they don't move.
Yeah.
Nope.
It's like squirrels, right? You got 3-4 squirrel in the backyard or something, and you shoot one, and he's doing the kibbe or something, whatever. The other ones look at it. They don't even screw. And I'm like, what are you people stupid? It's like.
Speaking of hunting, yesterday morning as I was backing down my driveway, I could have shot a damn deer with a pistol. I mean, I didn't see it to start with. I mean, I got in my truck, shut the door, cranked it up, backing down the driveway, went about 10 or 20 foot, and then as I was looking, because I back up my driveway is about 300 foot long, but and damn, there's a deer standing right in my damn driveway. That probably was standing there the whole time. It was a doe.
Out there, Stewart Design said that they raised red-bone coonhounds, and Gear Griden said that his dad had walkers. Yeah, growing up we had 2 walkers, and we had 2 blue ticks, and we had a red tick.
Cool. Yeah, I don't ever remember anybody up this way or any of my relatives ever hunting with dogs, whether it be a raccoon, deer, it don't matter, bear. I don't know if you can either, but that must be cool though, being able to use the dogs. It makes it a lot easier.
Well, it can and it can't. Those dogs will range a long way.
Yeah, they got the GPSs for them now, so I mean, right, that must make it At least you know where they are.
Yeah, but you still got to get to where they are.
Oh
That's
yeah,
what-
that's what I mean. I mean, they got to run, but yeah.
Yeah, damn
Well,
dog.
I know a guy.
Go ahead,
I know a
Dale.
guy that not coon hunt, deer hunts in the lower part of the state. I don't know if they can do it where Stump is or not. It may be a little below that. But they hunt deer with dogs. They run deer,
Really?
and he was telling me they would set up people, like on like his little road or whatever.
Yeah, they'll
Set
push it
people
into
up there ever so many whatever, and the dogs would run the deer to them, and they'd of course use like buckshot shotguns because they'd be people there too. Plus, they don't want to shoot their dogs or stuff, so they had to kind of wait for them to get a little bit close, and the deer running right at them.
See, I don't like that. I don't know.
Why we do it? We do it with humans, Ohio.
Well, that's humans.
It's called pushing, but you're doing the same thing. You go hunting with 6, 7 guys, right? You stick 2 guys down the end, and the other 4 or 5 guys, however many few hundred yards,
Right.
apart from
Yeah,
each
I
other.
know. I just don't like. I don't like that technique of hunting. I just don't. It's okay for rabbits, but I don't know. For some reason, I don't like it with deer.
No, Ohio, you like to hunt deer like I used to when I could get out in the woods and was more mobile than I am now. You like to actually track them and find them instead of sitting in a deer stand and having them drawn up or beat up to you.
I don't know. I like, I'll move a little bit, but mostly I found an area and I'll sit for most of the day.
Up here in Washington, if you want a deer stand hunt, all you got to do is find a stand of birch trees and put a deer stand up and just wait, because they will come to those birch trees, especially if it's near a creek.
Yeah, we don't.
But it's not the same thing as going out and tracking them.
Yeah, I always like, where I used to hunt a lot, we had there was a larger woods, and it had a tree line that came off of it, and then there was a spot out in the middle of the field that was wooded, kind of like a swampy area, and I would always go over there and just kind of hang right on the edge of that, and just blend right in with some cattails over right next to a tree line. And I got a deer every year, same spot every year. They'd come out of that main woods, and they'd walk that tree line, and they would come up, and what they would do is they were coming over to bed down over by that swamp area, and I get one every year.
See, that's cool. See, like when I go up in Maine next week, like every time I've gone, the doe are they're like squirrels. You see them everywhere. You just can't shoot them.
What I like is when you see about 3 or 4 does coming out, and you have that urge to draw up and pull the trigger.
Oh yeah.
But
Absolutely.
if you just wait 5 more minutes, and nothing happens to those does, then that buck will come out.
Well, I waited and waited and waited. The buck never came out. But I do like stalking. I'll sit for a little while.
Might want to clarify that.
What? Stalking?
Yeah,
I'm a
like
stalker.
stalking.
I'm a stalker. I like stalking deer. But I can't sit long anyway. So a couple of, my back. Number one, first and foremost, is my back. I can't sit on a stump. I can't sit on a, and I got the seat cushion with me and all that, but still, it's not, so I'll get up, I'll sit for, 2-3 hours, and I'll get up. And usually, you can hit a track, and a lot of them up there, it's not too bad. It's only an hour or so old or what have you. It's a couple hours old, so you get lucky.
All right. How many times this happened to you guys? You're out in the woods, you're sitting there, a couple hours goes by, and the bladder says, you're going to piss yourself unless you do something. So You know, you lean your gun against a tree, you take a couple steps over, you unzip, and then there that son of a bitch comes, walking out around from a tree. And there you are, basically with your pants down. And that ever happened to anybody else?
Oh yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, that's called Murphy's Law.
Yeah,
And
I
it
mean,
does happen all the time.
I've never had it happen like with a monster buck or anything, but I did have it happen with a couple does.
And honestly, man, once you piss on the ground, unless
Oh,
you're
that
gonna
spot's done.
move away about 200 yards, you're done.
Yeah, that spot's done. But you know what? I used to smoke, and when I used to squirrel hunt, and I would sit out there for a good hour, nothing. But the minute I'd light a cigarette up, man, them squirrels would come out. And I said, I think that's my secret. I think them squirrels think the woods is on fire, and they're, you know, and they've been through that before.
we just lose Ohio.
I guess they hit his mic or something. It wouldn't mute.
He's gonna have to get on a third device now.
Are you still there?
You hear me?
Now we
Yeah.
can.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know what the hell happened.
You were making fun of squirrels and poof.
Yeah, there's a shitload of them
Squirrel
here where
must
I'm at.
have bit
We
his
got
wire
those-
or something. Cut his.
We got those
internet off.
black squirrels here, those Canadian squirrels.
Yeah, we have black ones here too. Diversity, I love it.
They kind of
Saw
like
on
stop right around
Facebook,
this area.
someone posted in Connecticut, Mikey, it was called a ghost deer. It's all white.
Jackass shot one. Idiot.
What, the albino deer?
Yeah, he shot one in New Hampshire, and kid out in Western Mass shot
Yeah,
one.
those are genetically flawed. Those need to be shot immediately.
They're like
There's
to look good.
There's a shitload of albino deer in southern Ohio.
I told you the one last, didn't I? I think I told you guys. I know I told Mr. Tolley. Last year in Maine, guy shot a nice buck, took care of everything, gets it down to the frickin', field, dresses it, gets it down in the station of, weight and all that. It's a girl deer with antlers.
Oh yeah, I've heard of that.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Well, it's the 2000s, man. It's a transsexual deer. Biggest
They call it Bruce Jenner.
Right on.
Kate, it was
Yeah, I was gonna say
Caitlin.
Caitlin. Yeah.
But yeah, I the albinos, I won't. If I see one, I ain't gonna shoot it.
I know I've probably told this story. I don't know if it was to you guys or not, but several years ago, back in the 90s, I was doing a lot of boating, had a boat, and we went and played and tubed and all that shit, And was going down the lake early one morning and seen something over on the bank, and I was like, "What the hell is that?" Because it was white. I mean, it ended up being a deer, but I didn't know it at the time. So I turned the boat because it was too big to be a dog, too big to be a goat. So what in the hell is that? So I'm headed toward it, and still couldn't figure it out. I didn't know what it was until we got somewhat close. Still didn't know what it was. And then all of a sudden, they finally took off. I couldn't see any of the rest of them. It was like 5 or 6 deer took off. They were normal colored. And then I recognized, it was a fucking albino deer, because it took off with them. But it just standing there by itself, I couldn't figure out what in the hell is that. Because I wasn't thinking deer. I was thinking, was it a freaking Great Dane? What is this?
I'll tell you one thing, though. I may not have been, Ohio, I may not have been standing there taking a piss and having a deer go by, but took a little napsy.
Oh yeah.
All right, Stump. Thank you.
Later, Stump.
Later, Stump.
Man.
See you later, man.
Brother.
Appreciate it. Good seeing you.
Thank you.
I took a little nap, and I wake up and I'm hearing, and I'm like, uh-oh, do I really want to open my eyes? So I took my eyes closed now, right? I take my safety off, and I'm hearing all the sniffling and stuff. I'm like, oh man, I'm telling you right now, it's getting way too. And I open my eyes and I move my shotgun. Here's this dog. No vest on it, no nothing, right? And I'm like, are you kidding? It was a dog too. It wasn't like a coyote. It was a regular dog. It was just. And then all of a sudden I hear the shuffling through the woods. And I says, is this your dog? And the guy says, oh, I'm sorry, you hunting? I'm sorry. Yeah, that's what we do up here. Like where there isn't anybody. It's just what we do. We were probably, the closest house had to be at least 10 miles. And this guy's out in the middle of fucking nowhere. Of course he knows we're hunting. Don't be a jackass. You know? And he's, well, thank you for not shooting my dog. I goes, well, I was taking a nap, apparently. But
I had that happen to me. I was hungover as shit, and I was fishing with my one buddy, and I threw the line out in the water, and I was like, fuck it, I can't do this. So I laid down, and that was back when they made the liter bottles of Mountain Dew. I had it sitting beside me, and I kind of fell asleep, and I hear something crashing through the weeds and the brush. I'm like, popped up, I'm like, what the fuck is coming at me? So I clear leather, and I'm waiting, and this fucking big-ass German Shepherd pops out, just bam, and he's just staring at me. I'm like, what the fuck? I didn't aim the gun at him or nothing. He wasn't
right.
He wasn't being intrusive like I thought I was going to get attacked. He's like looking at me, and he looks down, and he looks at me, and then he looks down, and he looks back up at me. That motherfucking dog stole the only drink I had and ran through the fucking woods. Gone. I'm like, you son of a bitch.
Right. I probably missed deer just from napping. You know, never even known it. You know, because dumbass me, you know, we're up until midnight, 1 o'clock, and then we get up at 4, 4:30, 4:45. You know.
You know, guys, I don't know if you've heard it from Julia before, but I'll tell you the dumbest deer hunting story I've ever heard. And this was her ex-husband, the husband before me. Him and a buddy went out deer hunting in Oregon, and they both had 22 rifles, and they both had 3 shots, 3 shells with them. And he finds a deer, the ex-husband finds a deer, shoots it 3 times, didn't kill it, was out of bullets, broke its spine, so he finally found it, but he didn't know what to do, and he was out of shells. So he goes all the way back to the house and wakes Julia up and brings her all the way back to the deer, and she had to slit its throat to put it out of its misery, and it was a doe, and it was not in season.
They're hunting deer with 22s?
Yeah, they were hunting deers with a 22 rifle, bolt action. They both had a bolt action 22 rifle with 3 rounds each, and wounded the doe. It was a doe. Did not kill it. Tracked it down. The last shot broke its spine. So it's still alive, but it can't move. But it's in a lot of pain. He had to go all the way back to the house, wake Julia up, and have her come out there, take his pocket knife out of his pocket, and slit its throat to put it out of its misery, and then teach him how to field dress it and get it back to the house and hide it in the garage because it was a doe and it was out of season.
And I'm pretty sure if you look up the laws in that state, shooting big game with a 22 is highly illegal.
Right.
Yeah, but
wow.
That's the thing. He had no fucking clue, but he was going to be the big man and go out and bring a deer home. And he had no clue. He didn't look anything up. He'd never been hunting before. His father didn't teach him how to hunt. His uncles didn't teach him how to hunt. But he decided, because he was the man of the house, he was going to go out and do it. He would have been better off asking Julia how to go hunting a deer, because she would have took the 30-06 with her.
You can do it.
You can do it with a 22.
You know, you got to get him up behind the ear. You know,
you got to be dead on. If you're going to use a 22 to shoot deer, you got to be confident in your shot. You got to hit them in the brain pan.
Yeah, I mean, you
Yeah,
can't
that's,
shoot him in the body.
You're not going to shoot him through the lungs. You're not going to shoot him through the heart with a 22.
That's just a jackass move. And
Yeah.
and Blue's right. More and more states aren't letting you hunt deer with a 22.
No,
Yeah, that was the whole
that's
point of this
illegal.
story, to tell you there's idiots out there that go hunting.
Oh yeah.
That never got taught how to hunt, didn't go with anybody that knew how to hunt.
Yep.
And how long did that deer have to suffer before he actually got put down? It should never have been shot in the first place.
Well, even when he shot it 3 times and didn't go down, he has a knife in his pocket, you know, and
he goes back to the house and gets his wife
he had
to
his
come
chick
fix
card
it
in his
for him.
pocket too, because he couldn't take care of the deer by himself with a pocket knife. So
Yeah, that's what I'm saying about her ex-husband. He was such a pussy. He had a knife in his pocket. He had to go back to the house and get his wife, wake her up, and bring her down there to slit its throat. And
yeah, he's got no business in the woods.
All right, guys, I'm out for the night.
In the woods.
Blue, thanks, man.
All right, have a good one, guys.
Later,
What's
Blue.
that?
All right, Blue.
What's that, Mr. Tolley?
He's got business in the woods. He's using for target practice.
Yeah, exactly.
yeah,
Run, damn it, run! Give me a challenge.
Although I just got in a discussion last week about shooting a hog with a 22, and a lot of people on this saying, "Oh, you can't do it." I'm like, "Nah, I just watched the video. You can." And by the way, we had a pig. We always have a pig roast, and my brother and I inherited my grandfather's. One of his many guns that we inherited was a I don't even know who put it. I think it's Smith & Wesson. 22 revolver, and we shot it with that. One shot right to the forehead. It kicked for about 3 minutes, and it's dead. You know, but that was point blank, and that was like literally point blank. You know. But
I get that, Mikey, but would you ever go deer hunting with a 22?
no, you got to be again. Here's the only, and it probably never happened. Okay, but here's the only way that I could even allow it to happen. Okay, that I'm out squirrel hunting or I'm out whatever, and something happens, and now I'm going to be in the woods for a long time. Okay. And I'm starving. Yeah, I could see shooting a 22. Other than some emergency survival type thing, no. That's just dumb. It's just.
Oh yeah, hell yeah! If you're in the woods and you're trapped in the woods, you don't have a way to get back to food or water or anything. Take what you can take with what you got. I get that, but this idiot went out specifically to deer hunt with a bolt action 22 in 3 rounds.
Yeah, he's an idiot.
And he obviously could shoot worth a shit.
Right.
Oh, he didn't butcher it. She had to field dress it, drag it back to the house, and she butchered it and put it in the freezer. He threw up when she started butchering it and putting it in the freezer.
He had no business in the woods.
22s, you can't hunt anything with you can't hunt deer, big game with a rimfire in South Carolina, period. I missed part of the conversation, sorry.
Oh, it was illegal in Oregon at that time, too. He just went out and did it with his buddy. They decided the night before shooting pool at the bar that they were going to go out and do this at 5 a.m. the next morning.
Yeah,
he didn't have a license.
Yeah,
he didn't have the right rifle. He didn't know the laws.
So he's a poacher.
Yeah.
So in other words, he's not a hunter. He's a poacher because obviously there's 2 separate things. And
he's not even smart enough to be a poacher. He's just an idiot.
He deserved the 22, but nobody actually deserved. He actually deserved to get beat the shit out of by a fucking deer. Just have that thing go freaking house on him with its hooves or something. That'd have been.
He actually deserved to have the shit beat out of him by Julia, which did happen.
Yeah, I've come across a couple of people I wasn't too happy with. And I even told one guy one night, I'm going to rat you out, so I get the hell out of here. They were shining a light in the field one night. We were coming back from town up north, and they're shining the light. One guy's got a gun in his hand. And so my buddy says, "He have a gun in his hands?" I think he does. So my buddy pulls the truck over, and I get out of the truck, and I'm like, he gets out of the other side, and I'm like, "Hey," he's like, "Hey, what's up?" I go, "Please tell me you're not freaking shining in that field to shoot a deer at night." I says, "Because what I'm going to do is take your registration number down, and I said I'm going to call a ward and tell them what the hell you're doing." I said, "I will rat on you. I have no problem whatsoever doing it." And I don't consider it being a rat. You know.
No, that's not being a rat. That's just being decent and honest.
I mean,
The only time I ever killed a
That's the
deer
kind
by
of shit you
spotlighting
talk
it
to
was
everybody.
when it jumped out in front of my 18-wheeler, and I didn't have time. You don't swerve with an 18-wheeler. You don't.
No.
You're going to jackknife
That's why.
that thing.
No.
That's why. That's
So
why.
yeah,
Run 'em
Deer
into
and moose.
I
got
took
it.
that thing out, and you technically might could call that, lighting the deer up,
Yeah.
but it was already in the road when I came around that curve, and like they do, it froze, and I mowed it down.
Yeah.
I got lucky; it went under the truck. It didn't flip up through my windshield, but that still cost me about 4.5 hours, stopping the truck, calling the cops. Because you don't want to leave that carcass laying there on the road for another motorist to come along and hit.
Yeah.
But that's the only time I could ever be actually accused of spotlighting a deer, was when I
No,
was
that
driving
don't
that
count.
rig. And, that's all tongue-in-cheek.
Mr. Tully, what were you gonna say?
I don't know. Well, they teach you that in truck driving school. Just run them over.
Yep.
'Cause anything you do is going to cause a bigger accident.
Yep.
I get a kick out of the deer and moose guards that I see on the tractor trails coming out of Maine and New Hampshire. The logging trucks.
Yeah.
It's there. It says right on the thing too. It says moose guard. Let them keep going.
Yep.
If you can, especially with a moose, it all depends if you can keep going or not. But
It depends on where
You're
the carcass
supposed to,
lands.
You're supposed to stop and call
but
God.
when I shot my deer and the biologist was doing his thing with my deer, he was telling me that you can tell a lot of the guys that drive the trailers, the logging trucks, you can tell who's a hunter and who isn't. He said because what they'll do is that they'll stop. I mean, they'll call it in, and they'll say, hey, mile mark or whatever on such and such logging road, hit a bull moose, yada yada yada, to speed, whatever, and they'll send a biologist or somebody up there and do their thing, and then and so he says, we get to keep counts better, we get to get samples from those animals. He says, and it helps us,
Mhm.
He says, but you can tell they're hunters, He says most people wouldn't care. Most people just keep going.
Yep.
Because their numbers are thinning, especially in New Hampshire too. The moose herd in New Hampshire is thinning out too. I think they only gave out like 200. So that's really dwindling in New Hampshire.
You guys hear me okay?
Yep.
Okay. I don't know what the hell's going on.
Must be that internet service you got.
It probably is.
I don't want to say nothing, but the two guys from South Carolina and the other guy over there from Seattle, or the hell Saints from. They're not having any problem with their internet. And then we got my buddy up in Minnesota. He's got no issues ever with his internet. And he's up in God's country.
I always have problems with my friggin' internet.
Oh, Mr. Tolley, shh.
It's true.
Hey, TR, that's what I always wanted to ask you. You're up in the woods there in South Carolina. What kind of internet do you get there? Is it satellite, or is it cable, or dial-up, or what is it?
AT&T U-verse.
So low altitude satellite?
No. It's through the phone line.
Oh, okay, so it's DSL.
It's not even. No, it's not even DSL. It's through the phone line. It's high-speed internet through the phone line. You can get cable, TV, internet service, and all, and it comes in through the phone line.
To the phone. Mine does that.
Yeah, that's DSL internet.
No, it's not DSL.
No, it's different.
Same thing I got in town here.
Just DSL and it's high speed. Like Comcast does that. They call it Xfinity.
Yeah.
It's the same fucking thing.
Yeah,
It's
but it
just
comes in
high-speed
through the
internet.
phone line. The only reason I can get it where I'm at is because I live just hundreds of feet from a main highway, and it's down that highway. If I was back in the country a little bit more, I wouldn't be able to get it. It comes through fiber optics, and then
That's what I was about to say. It's fiber optic. It's not
Yeah.
DSL.
yeah.
The reason I'm asking is we're
It's still
in the process
DSL.
of
It's
buying
coming
some
through
land.
fiber line.
The reason I ask is we're in the process of buying some land that's rural, way out of town, like 30, 40 miles. But the only problem I have with it is, I'm kind of addicted to these chats, and I like my internet. And I've looked into the satellite internet, and I can download like Netflix and things to watch. I can download YouTube, but uploading content is really, really slow.
Yeah, you're not gonna have enough.
Sucks.
It's not going to be enough bandwidth for me to talk to you guys. I might be able to get into the text chat, but not into the live chat.
Yeah, you won't be able to. I'll tell you right now, you're not gonna be able to. It sucks. Get one of those things that Spearman's got. It's like
What's that?
It's like $25 a month or something or whatever, and it's you stick it on your dashboard. It's got a power pack. You can plug it into your car battery. I mean your car cigarette lighter.
Verizon does that.
And it's like automatic Wi-Fi.
Well, you got to be in range of a cell tower for that, though.
Yep.
Yeah, you do, but it'll pick up. They go. They're a good distance. You know what I mean?
The 4G cell towers are almost the same as high-speed internet. Almost, not quite as fast.
Yeah, you need a 4G cell tower, but it picks up. I mean, I got on YouTube and did all that stuff up the cabin, not last year, but the year before, and I had no problem.
We're looking into land right now, so if we do get the homestead land that we want, you're only going to be able to see me when I'm back here, and not on the homestead. I'll be able to see you guys, but I wouldn't really be able to be on the live chat. Probably not even on a side chat and text.
It might hold it. You don't know for the text, but you never know. You know.
And the land we're looking at is not where we. Well, actually, eventually we do want to live there full time, but it's not going to be that way for a couple of years. It's like buy the land, start building the cabin, and have a place to get the hell out of town if shit hits the fan.
Right.
Even if the cabin's not done, we have an RV that we can, place out there.
Yeah, not I. I mean, I got my trail up north, but that's 70-something miles away. I'm just stoked. I just wish today was Sunday night. Actually, I wish it was
That's right,
Monday
because
night.
then the round table would be on.
Right, and then I'd be going, you're an asshole. Why did I invite you? You're like worse than Dish. Dish shares the chat. She does a great thing, right? She shares the chat for me. And then what she wrote? The second best chat. Really? Second best?
Oh, man.
Okay. See how it's going.
Mikey, I'm on a lot of chats, and you're my number one.
Oh, boy.
Because I can get on here and say anything I want to.
Close. Close to anything you want to.
Well, I don't get into the politics or the religion.
Mikey still has rules.
Well, wait a minute. Didn't the
doesn't
Patriots
file.
just play last night or something?
No, they played,
No.
no.
Oh, they're playing Sunday?
Yeah, they're playing Sunday.
Yeah.
So that's what you're looking forward to, the game.
No, because I'm going away.
Oh,
Tuesday afternoon. I'm going up to Maine to go hunting.
you gonna see Stan?
No, Stan's north. Right now, Stan's north east of me, I believe. No, Stan, you're not, are you? You're in the other way. He's northwest of me, I believe. So, but no, but close though. I'm gonna be. Well, the cabin's probably 30, 40 miles from the border. But then, we'll go up, we'll drive a few logging trails or what have you, and I'll wind up 10 miles from the border.
Okay. You gonna see WCW?
No. As a matter of fact, I invited him to this chat, and I texted him too. He's probably out at a bonfire or getting ready to go hunting in the morning. So,
Yeah, he put a video out with
he's busy. I haven't.
ran across some beavers damming up his stream out there. They were walking around in the woods and it got flooded out.
He sent me pictures. He had like a 500-pound black bear in his backyard.
Wow.
And that's pretty big for even up here. That's big for a bear. Usually they're anywhere from 180 to 240 or whatever. You get above 240, 250 in a black bear. That's fucking big up here. He got a 500-pound bear up here. Thing's absolutely enormous. But anyways, all right. It is 12:41, and Eastern Standard Time. That is.
Yeah.
I hate to do this like a sumbitch because we do have a lot of people still out there chatting. We still have a lot of silent chatters, who I absolutely love, by the way. So don't think that I don't know you guys are there. But I am going to blast. It is getting late. We've been on a couple hours now. So, what was that, Mr. Tolley?
It is getting late.
Yeah, it's getting late. So,
not that I get to go hunting in the morning, but
nope. But you should.
Just stay up and go.
I have never
At this
been
point,
anything here.
Me and Stump in Ohio gotta go. I'm gonna take we'll do a road trip. Man. Road trip to Minnesota.
I don't know. We only got bucks only here.
And like I said, I won't do nothing to a cheetah. All right, so real quick, I want to try to run through this and see if you guys are still Stan, Dish, Gear, Tyler East, Stu Design, Partisan Gorilla. I don't want to miss anybody, but I know you guys are all shouted out before, but Frank, Cock Area, Atomic Blitz, Atomic
Well, you said car carrier, man.
What did I say? Cock
It
Area.
sounded like you said cock area. I was like, who the hell's name is cock area?
Cock Area. What do you call him? I call him Double K.
Cock area.
Isn't that his name?
Chat window warrior, baby.
Shama, Matt, thank you. TR, thank you. Who else was in here? There's a shite load of people. Like I said, Ohio grabbed most of them, but we had a couple of new people in here tonight too. So that was kind
awesome.
of cool. Yeah, I know Dish. I know he's watching.
Mikey, you're getting YouTube famous, brother. You're getting YouTube famous.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not out for fame. You know what? I say this all the time. I have an absolute blast on YouTube. I have an absolute blast doing these chats. I love talking with my friends and learning new shit that I don't know and meet new people. So it just is. It's just a lot of fun. I enjoy doing it. And,
So since you're going away next week, Mike, is there going to be a chat next week?
oh, you weren't here. If there is, it's going to be on Ohio's channel.
Okay.
And for those that might have came late, they didn't hear me. If you're looking for the Quagmire next week, you got to go to Ohio's channel. Hey, Peanuts guys, you got to go to Ohio's channel, and he might have it then. I might have one this coming Monday night, early though, not late. But
I won't be there. I got to work Monday.
yeah, I'm not gonna be a late and long one, believe me. But at any rate, we're gonna get out of here, and so if I don't see you guys on Monday,